Hello, hello, hello. We are out on the land today, and we got some exciting things to show you. Let me show you what it is. Ta-da! That is our well, and the Joker is getting ready to put a hole in the ground so we can put the utility pole in, and hopefully they can come and do the utilities this week. This is what's this, babe?
Pressure tank.
A pressure tank. It's the pressure tank. And this is the well. Let me show y'all a little something. Got that water. But we'll be back once we get ready to put the pole in the ground. We got to dig 4 feet into the ground. So that's the objective today, is to get our pole, utility pole, in the ground with everything attached to it, like Tony was showing you last night rather. So y'all know what I'm saying. Hold what you got, and we'll be right back. All right, so today we're going to get ready to put our pole in the ground for our electricity. And this is the cover that goes on the weatherhead. And I just punched out those 3 pieces right there. And so it's going to be attached to my weatherhead in that manner. And then it's going to go on the weatherhead. Of course, we got to glue it on there. So we're about to glue that on and secure that in place. All right?
All right.
So that's what we're going to do.
All right. All right. Now I'm just picturing how I want that to sit. Okay, so if that sit like that, got that image. I got that image ingrained in my brain.
It's ingrained in your brain.
Put me a little bit of this on there.
And
This is going to glue it, and it's going to make it weather tight.
Okay.
It's going to make it weatherproof. You don't want that. You don't want any.
You're trying to get it on that line
water.
too.
It don't have to be. I just want it there. So when the inspector look at it, they'll see that it is 80 going straight down. Okay. Strip back you some wire like that. Now, see the one who do this for real, he'll have him an ideal cutter. I tell you what.
But when you know how to do it, you can improvise.
You can improvise. Now, what color is hot?
Black.
Black. Black is hot. Ain't that something? Black is hot, baby.
And what's neutral?
Neutral is white.
And what's brown?
Bare.
Okay.
See, neutral is coming off the pole.
Okay.
Ground is going to the earth. That's why you need that ground strap.
Right.
In case of a lightning strike on your system. The power wants to go to the path of least resistance. And so as soon as it could get to ground, right, it's going to strike out and hit that ground rod.
Right.
Because everything that's on your system need to be tied back in with that green lug on it, with that green screw.
Yeah.
Need something tied into that. See, that bear need to be tied in.
Right.
All the way back. Even if you do a pigtail and put a clamp on it, a wire tie on it,
right,
you still need to put that in.
Right.
Because it's so important. Because it's so important. All right, now, every breaker, you're going to put an outlet in your house. You're going to put an outlet on your pole, so you can add another space. See, notice we got 4 breakers here.
What school you went to, Tom?
School for what? Electrical school?
Yeah. You know a whole lot about this here.
Hard knock.
Hard knocks.
Nemo.
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 Nemo teach you a lot of stuff.
Nemo. Boy.
Nemo.
Necessity, boy.
Out of necessity, I had to learn.
Out of necessity, you had to learn.
Yeah, out of necessity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of necessity. You know,
Yes,
I had to
sir.
learn this. And there's nothing that you can't learn today. See, the children today,
Yeah.
see, the youth today, they have no excuse.
None.
Because all of this you can learn overnight
Yes.
on YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube University.
Yes.
Huh? And that's what they call it. YouTube University.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on it last night.
Yeah. You know, so if you have a desire, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you have a desire to learn, right? The information is there.
Yes.
So, babe, what is that?
This is your breaker. This is your 20 amp breaker. I'm hooking up to this outlet right here. That's gonna get you power. So when you plug something up here, bam. And if you notice, it appears as though I turned this upside down, don't it?
What that? I don't know.
You see, you know my ground, you know my neutral on my ground right here.
Ground, right.
You see what I mean? It's on top, right?
Right.
Because if some ever, come on now, ain't nothing gonna go through there yet.
But if it ever,
But if it ever,
it hit the ground first.
it's gonna hit that.
Yeah.
You cannot get down here to the side.
Right.
Say for just so happen, some got in there and hit one of those, right? It's gonna be hard. But if you turn that around up top and some fell down beside it and it has a better opportunity to hit both of those. If it hit that, it's gonna fall this way, right?
Right.
And if it's big enough, it'll touch both of them.
Yeah.
Bam, and this ain't gonna, you know, it's just gonna ground right out.
Right.
Boom, gonna snap this real quick. You know, it ain't gonna spark nothing by touching both.
Right.
So this is my hot wire. And what I did was I loosened that screw up in there. And that's what it made. It opened that up.
Oh,
right there.
okay. So
I'm
you
just gonna
slide-
put that in
Oh, okay, and screw it back.
and tighten it back down. Tighten it good now. Because in electricity, you don't want to arc. Okay? Now, this bar, see here, hot is going to come in, hot is going to come in a minute. And this is my neutral bar right here, right? Which is going to also, this green screw right here I got right there, that is my bonding screw. That is my bonding lug right there. What I'm doing is I'm bonding my neutral to my case.
Oh, okay.
It's going to make it all one. So that, screw that in good. Bond, you want to bond that case to that. Now, anything that's on that, because this is your main panel, you want this to ground. But say you had another panel, you're going to run 100 amps off of here too. You're going to do your sub panel, right? You wouldn't bond the sub panel. You wouldn't bond the sub panel because you're going to run the sub panel from here to there. You're going to ground it from here to there. So this is all the way here.
You got that red?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm just
you,
listening.
You don't.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Like you got those breakers there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't add anything else to this box, right?
No.
Okay. You had to get another box.
This is an 8-16 circuit.
Right.
Okay. 8-16 circuit box.
Right.
So on these landing strips here, right? If you notice, you got hots coming up here, right? Your hot wire is gonna come in here, right?
Right.
Look at the bus bars here. Look at look at the bus strips. You see these two right here? They're coming from up here.
Right.
So this side is 110,
Mm-hmm.
and if you look in there, this one don't touch over here.
Right.
This one don't touch over here,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is 110,
Right.
and this is 110.
Right.
That's where you get your 220 from.
That's where you get your 220 from. And this is your ground.
Right.
In your transformer, the wire line going across is too hot to service. It's more than 200 amps up on that line.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your transformer brings it down
Oh okay.
to a
Okay.
serviceable amount of power for us
Right.
individual properties, right?
Right.
Like us. So it's going to bring that down. It's got a coil in there, and halfway that coil is a bar. That's your neutral. So this coil here, they brings that big power down in the, and all this is happening in the transformer. So they bring that big power down, and on this coil, it's bringing 240 amps, I think, 240 volts or whatever. And then they put a neutral in the middle, because now if I connect my neutral in the middle all the way back to that transformer, and one line, one side of that line, half of that 220 is gonna give me that one, half of that 240 will give me 120,
120,
right?
right.
120.
Right.
The other half will give me another 120, right?
Right.
Now, if I don't hit that neutral bar, if I use a double, right?
Right.
And I go right there, and I'm hitting, see, if I use this one, see, Dolores, I'm hitting this side. You see that pin right there? I'm hitting that. See this pin right here? I'm hitting that. I'm hitting this side. See, I'm hitting this side and this side.
Okay.
You see, that's a 220.
Right.
That's 110. That's 110. You see that, Rick?
Right.
That's, see, I'm hitting this bar with this one and this bar with that one.
Right.
So now that gives me, now take that out the loop, and now I got what? Now I got 240 right there. That's for your dryers, your ranges, your heavier duty things.
Heavy duty stuff.
That welder, you know what I mean? You know, like that welder. I need all 240, right? To do that. So that's gonna make it connect and give me the 240. Now go back to your single pole 120s. This is a 20 amp single pole, right? 120 volt. Notice it's only gonna fall on one side.
Right.
And then the other one will go on the other
It's
side.
only gonna fall on one side.
Right.
So if I put this one in, turn around and put this one in, right? Guess what? They're both pulling off of this one bus.
Right.
Right? They're only all I'm pulling off of this, off this side. Now, because I'm hooking this up, I could tell you hitting this side. If I disconnect this wire right here on my right, on the same side as that bus is, this is the power line that's gonna provide to that amp or to that breaker. Because I monitor where I put my wires at up here.
Right.
This is my neutral coming out the middle.
Right.
And this is anything on the right side of my box. So not only will I know
Okay.
if something go wrong.
Like you made me do. Put some white tape on.
Yeah, exactly. That identifies neutral to the power company.
To the power company.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now, this is what I have left of my wire. Right? I paid for 27 feet of wire. Okay.
So you got to have one for both sides?
You got to have three.
Three of those too?
That's got to go there. And one got to fall there, and one got to fall there.
Oh, because it's gonna clamp. It's gonna clamp back up here to those three.
Yes.
God, you see that?
Yes.
Power, nutrient, ground.
Power, nutrient, ground. You got
Back
two
up
hots
through there.
and a ground.
2 hots on the ground.
So you got to mimic what you did up here on that head
You got to remember
make
what you did right here.
right to
here,
come through
to
to
come
this
to
box.
follow through right on down in here.
To power this box.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Ain't
And
that
that's
awesome?
and that'll take care of that.
Okay.
That's how that works. So in your house now, you see one more. Oh, I never did finish that yet. Okay, I never did finish this. Okay, so back to here. So now let's finish this up before we move on. All right.
So does it matter which one of those screws you put that on, as long as you put it on?
Huh? No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter like that. Nope, it doesn't matter at that point. Go. So we tied the hot end right here. Okay. Now my neutral and my ground are going to hook up on these bars. Notice this one is tied to this one with this I want to say it right, with this bridge right here, you know what I mean? You know, with this bridge right there. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put as close as I can, I'm gonna slide both of these under different screws. I'm not gonna put these. Now now you can put two, I think the NEC allows you to put multiples under there, you know what I mean? You know, but right now I'm just gonna do one, you know, one under each screw. And I think you could do your grounds under for me, I probably wouldn't put two neutrals under one lug. But I would do two grounds.
Grounds, right?
Yeah. I would do multiple grounds for some reason, not two neutrals. I want them neutrals to be independent, you know. And excuse me. And the NEC, the National Electrical Code, I don't know exactly, but I think they allow you to do two, you know. But this here meets code. And see, and I got those under there nice and tight. Remember, we don't want no arcing, no nothing. Now, I snap that in like so. One thing you want to do is always make that wire decent. You know what I mean? That may not be the best, but it is definitely decent. It ain't gonna make for a, you know, junky box. I don't like a junky box. And that would bring you power.
All right.
You see? So now, let me see if I got something here that I could. Man, I really need to find me I beg pardon. All right, I put my oxidation grease on. This oxidation lube here, it just keeps, when you mix the copper and the aluminum pieces together, it keeps it from oxidizing. So we got this one ready to go in. I'm gonna land this on my ground lug. I'm gonna do it first. There ain't no real reason why. I just do it that way. Now, so I already got it lubed up. We ready to rock and roll. Believe it or not, this pole is almost $800. Almost $800. Now I could have bought this pole. I could have bought one that somebody else had used for at least $500. You know what I mean? For about $500. Now I'm gonna hold this wire over here. I'm gonna let it. That's my ground wire right there now. On my neutral. Hold this out. I want it out a little bit. Because my other wire got to get down there too. Now, wrong size actually. Golly. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have to tighten right in there. You got the other piece, baby. Give me one of them.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna fall right in there, and I'm gonna slide this up in there. I'm gonna slide that up in there till it locks. Take this here, screw it down, tighten it up on that wire.
Just make a connection from one to the other.
That's all it's supposed to do.
So you got that wire coming in.
That's your ground, right? I mean, that's your neutral, going all the way up to the top.
To that neutral.
Comes down to here. Comes down here to your neutral bus bar.
Okay.
See, and that just put all this here. These right here going all the way back to that transformer, back up on that pole.
Yeah.
Bonded down. It's tight, tight, tight. Now, I dropped that other little piece. I said it was too small. Oh, here. All right, I'm not gonna be able to tighten it. I'm not gonna be able to tighten it. But you get a piece of wire. Piece of wire. Now we're gonna put these on for the hot sides. Always put your compound. Don't get in a rush and don't put this compound on. Please don't. Go on, get your little tube, buddy. $4 or $5. Wipe it on there. It ain't gotta be just. But don't forget to wipe down by the, by where the wire go into the jacket too. Hit that. Flip it over now. Clean your hands up on the other side. You want to cover all that so that it'll be covered. This is your protection. See, and out here in the country, we have to do things right. You don't have where's our fire department at, Rick?
13 miles away.
13 miles away.
Well, they doing the new one up on the road that it's going to be, right there at the community center.
Is that fire police?
They're going to do, it's going to be a makeshift of fire and police, yeah.
Okay, great.
It's volunteer.
Yeah.
Volunteer. We're going to volunteer, Rick?
Might as well.
You might as well. One day we might need the services.
Right. I would if they had a.
Why you wiped it on your pants?
I ain't got nowhere to wipe it right now.
If they had came years ago, I would have volunteered years ago because I would have been thinking I might have been able to use their water.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rick.
I know
So you bring it that way.
in the right way of thinking, but
Well, I mean, shoot,
Hey.
you got to have some benefit.
Everything got benefit.
I would have took the truck and brought it down there and on some watermelons.
Squirt a little water out there.
Man,
I'm telling you.
man.
Well, you got to make sure that all the equipment, every now and then, you got to check the equipment and make sure that the equipment, is serviceable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, you see that bumped into that plastic piece in there?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? That bumped right into that plastic piece now.
They never had a way to put a fire out.
Yeah.
Except for the little water that the truck bought.
Right.
Yeah, they came, when the fire was already fully in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they had to get
And then
there.
you're going to put one right here.
They had to get there.
And then you got to do the same thing from the bottom, or this is going to
No, that's it.
suffice.
That's it.
Okay, when you put that other one in there,
Yeah, really?
that's done.
Mm-hmm. And see if you got a flathead over there, Nico. Find me a flathead. Flathead, Nico.
And that's a what? Okay.
30 amp breaker. This is gonna run out pump.
You got to label it.
You can.
Okay.
Get up in there. Right there. Okay. That's your way. That ain't big enough there. Okay.
Watch your head.
Yeah. So I got to put that on there. This is for that right there.
So where that wire going? No, I'm talking about where you going.
Your 20 amp. Where
Oh,
other
you're gonna
20 amp.
hook it up here.
Yeah, where your other 20 amp you had.
Oh,
Yeah.
20 amp.
This 20
Another
amp.
20 amp breaker.
This would pull. Like at the house. You remember I put that 20 amp for the wall outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing. The wall outlets. So you could pull a little furnace or
A little what?
a little furnace or something like that.
Okay. I mean, they came down and cut the tree.
I told you. Yeah, they were sitting up there. All right, now put your hot single pole 20 amp breaker. Put your hot on your breaker. Throw that in there. Tighten that up. I'm putting my 20s over here. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
The white one is the what?
White one is the it's neutral. Black is hot,
And the bear?
and that's your ground.
Right. Good job. Look at it. See, that's on the ohm slot. We know we don't have power connected, but never come in here without that being off.
Okay.
We know we don't have the service on yet, but I never will be in here doing this without cutting the whole breaker off.
Okay. And that's
The
your break.
whole panel.
And that's the whole breaker right there.
Yep, that cuts everything off. Okay. Put your wire back up over there. Bam.
Snap it in.
And wait a minute. Get up under that. Get up under that. And there you go. And that's it.
1:30, 2
Whew.
o'clock. They gonna
All right, you all. We have
do no more work.
gotten the pole in the ground, and I helped.
Question.
Sure.
And so
They gonna need some more line.
he has.
It's quite long.
Yeah, you're tired, too.
Mm-hmm.
Put that
Tony
box
has
on behind that damn
Yeah.
box. Put that power box.
hooked it all together. The only thing we got to do is put a ground rod in the ground, and we forgot and left it at home.
Yeah, but that's it. Tom.
So now we're gonna call our utility company, so they can come out and go on and get our power in.
Yes, sir.
And that's a Donner.
Yes. Electricity.
Electricity. I was singing that the other last night or something.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, video me and Rick. And then Rick gonna get us right here. Come with this one. You recording?
Yes.
Okay, y'all. How you doing? Okay, well, you recording. All right, me and Rick. Right here. Y'all gonna see us in plenty of video. In plenty of video.
This is the Jones team.
Jones thing. Collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaborative. Working together. Economic collaboration.
Yeah.
Infrastructure. Everything.
Yes.
This is what we need more of. Thank those who make this possible. But this goes much further than for Tony Jones and Dolores Jones.
Yes.
This goes much further. It's going to help
Yes.
multiple farms.
Yes.
We'll be able to assist others in how to do this. And we certainly appreciate you.
Yes.
We got Bryant Brothers who put our water in, dug our well, got our pressure tank set up. They're going to come back and put the control box over there. Power company will be out here. We're going to give them a call now in a minute. And we will be off to the races.
Off to the races.
Off to the races.
To put our stuff down in the ground.
Huh?
It's been a long day.
A trooper, y'all. A real trooper. She's been here. She's working. She's always been there to try to work it out. Is it easy? It ain't necessarily easy all the time. But I tell you what, I ain't gonna change a thing about it. We got electricity coming to the property. Like I said, we got water. Thanks to the Lord, Mr. Jones, Ricardo Jones back there. And don't forget, our well brothers.
Yes.
Brian Pump and Well. Brian Clarksdale. If you need their number, just give me a call. And I'll let you know who can come in and take care of you.
That's right.
These brothers worked hard up here.
Yes.
They worked hard. And they stayed on it until they got it done. And we just so grateful. We thank Seven Harvest. We thank everybody that had anything to do with this. MMFA, Mississippi Minority Farmers Alliance, Ms. Jones, Mr. Jones, we definitely appreciate them. You know, John Branscombe, our district conservationist, came through for us, gave us, we was able to acquire that contract with NRCS for this well, and for that piping, for that irrigation pipe. And that's that irrigation pipe right there. That's 1,500 feet. We're going to work on getting it in the ground. And we greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you so very much. Peace.